today we will start to build our Disney train and station set. We will start with book 1, which we will be building the head of the train and the first cart. Step 1, we will be building the head of the train, and we have our minifigure, which is Mickey. He is our train driver. There is a teal colored brick separator in this set. I much prefer these than the orange ones. Here's our Mickey minifigure. Step 1 is now done. Step 1, we have made half of the train head. There are still a lot more details to be added. You can already see the rough shape of our train head. There are stickers on the side of the train that says Disney Train. There are more stickers to make the gold stripes on the side. The colors of the train are very striking with a bright red and emerald green. There are some little windows on the side, but only one of the windows on each side has glasses on them. Step 2, we'll be finishing off the head of the train. We'll be adding some details as well as some wheels. We'll be using 2 extra sets of wheels, and there's also a brick with a magnet on it. Let's build! We have finished step 2. This is a lot harder than I expected. There are actually a lot of little pipes and tubes you have to slot together, which I actually got it wrong a couple of times, so I spent a lot more time than I expected having to take it apart and fix it. But the end result looks really good. I have 2 extra wheels left, but I think they're for later. I hope anyway, because that can't possibly be right. But as you can see, the details now look really amazing. I really love this little gold bell here. The color is striking, and there are quite a few gold elements. So you can look at all the little details we've added. There's a number 1 at the front, which is a sticker on a round stud. I would have much preferred if it wasn't a sticker. As you can see, I can never get the stickers on straight enough. It's super classic and retro looking. We're now moving on to step 3, which we will be building the next cart that's connecting to our train head. We'll be using 2 extra magnetic connectors and adding our train motor. I really look forward to this step because I've never added any motors before, so I'm going to find out how that actually works. We have 1 minifigure in this step, which is our little chip. Let's build. Here's our minifigure. He's wearing a super cute uniform. Look at his little tie and the chain around his waist. It looks like we're actually building the second cart around the motor. So the motor is the base of the cart. We'll be adding wheels to the motor first. We've done the main cart. I think we're now adding the battery box. So we will now connect our battery box to our motor. This is very exciting. So it looks like the train can run straight away. Okay, this step was relatively straightforward. It's not that many tiles we have to put together. It's just mainly installing the motor and the battery box. I've put 6 batteries in the battery box, so it technically should work. It connects to the head of the train with the magnetic connecting bricks that we've added to both carriages. I have to download a Lego Power Up app, and that should make our train run. Our train definitely works. I haven't got the tracks yet, so it's just randomly running, but at least we know it's working. We're now moving on to the second book of the instructions. The second book is made up with step 4 and 5, which is the second cart of the train. We will be using one extra black base plate in step 4. Let's build! With step 5, we're adding 2 more magnetic connectors to the cart. Our second book of instructions is done. In this step, we have made the second cart of our train, which looks like this observation tourist cart. I've added our chip to the cart. The cart is made up with blue and white stripes on the roof and on the side. There are these little red stairs that leads up to the cart. You can see 2 rows of brown seats inside the train cart. It's connected to the rest of the train with the magnetic connectors. This side of the train has an opening entrance, and it's all closed on the other side. We are now moving on to the third book of the instructions, which is made up with steps 6 and 7. These 2 steps will complete the last cart of the train, and after that our train will be completed. We'll be using one of the black base plates in step 6. Let's build! With step 7, we will be adding the last 2 magnetic connectors to the cart. Let's build! We've now finished the last cart of our train, so our Disney train is completed. Here is our completed Disney train. I'll put our train tracks down at the end once the station is also completed. Let's have a look at the details of our last cart. I'll take the front cover off so you can see the internal details of the cart. It looks a bit like a first class cart to me. We have some fancy cushion chairs and a coffee table between the chairs with a little teapot, teacup and a vase. I've now put the cover back on. There are doors at the front and the back that you can open. There are little external balcony areas at both ends. This door can also be opened. I'll take this cart off the other carriages for now so we can see it a bit easier. We've got 4 sets of little red stairs on each corner of the cart. The only thing I probably don't like about this build so far is there are just way too many stickers. It's way too many, including these little stickers. We've got quite a few of these little stickers on 1x1 bricks as well. So everything you can see now that's got patterns on it are stickers. I don't think there are any printed tiles so far in this set. The problem is I just can't get the stickers on straight enough. You can see they're not perfectly straight, which bothers me, but I just I'm just not very good at putting stickers on. So we've got these signs on both sides that says Disney Railroad with a Disney plate at the front, and we've got this very classic looking prints on the sides. Other than the excessive amount of stickers, it is a very fun build, nothing repetitive at all, and it's very pretty as you can see. We're now moving on to the train station part of the build. Looking at the instruction book, that's divided into 4 sections. So the first section is made up with step 8, 9 and 10, which we will be building the base and the ground floor walls of the station. There is one minifigure in this step, which is Goofy. We'll be using 3 extra grey base plates in this step. Let's build! Here is our minifigure Goofy. Disney minifigures are really awesome. The first section of our train station is finally done. This step is really just building the walls and the base for the train station. Not too much details added, I'll say, apart from our little doors. We've got 3 doors altogether and a street lamp on top of the doors. The rest of the build is extremely repetitive. I think it's just continuously stacking up the walls and making these grey pieces here. Probably a less fun build at this stage, but I'm hoping we will be adding more details in later steps of the build. The next section we will be build the roof for the station. There is one more minifigure in this section, which is our little Chip. This section is made up with bags 11, 12 and 13. Let's build! Here is our minifigure Chip. The squirrel in the first step is actually Dale, not Chip, so I got mistaken there, so I do apologize. This is Chip. We will be using our last beige base plate for this step. The second section of our train station is now done. As I expected, this section of the build is a lot less repetitive. We've built the roof as well as this first level attic section. There's some brown stairs that leads up to that level. There's some interior details we have added also. There is a counter. We've got prints on the walls. Apart from the clock here, the rest of the patterns you can see are all stickers. I really like this bench here in the station. We've got an umbrella holder with 3 umbrellas inside. A very beautiful lamp. If we turn this around, I love these windows. We're now moving on to the third section of our train station, which is made up with bags 14, 15 and 16. We will be finishing off level 1 of the building. Let's build! Well, we're now on to the very last section of the train station. There's one minifigure in this step, which is Minnie. This step is made up with bags 17 and 18. Let's go! Here is our very last minifigure, Minnie. She's got a little fabric skirt as well, so it's very cute. Our Disney train and station set is all completed. Let's have a look at the details now. Here is our completed train station. We have added a bit more details to our first level. Firstly, you can see this very fancy armchair and table in our attic. A couple of notice boards. Grand looking red curtains, which is very interestingly structured with these triangle pieces and the round studs, as well as cone shaped bricks. The patterns you can see are stickers. In this room, you can see a train print on the wall, which is also a sticker, and a miniature train model. There's a succulent looking plant in the corner. Downstairs, we have a similar decoration with a train print on the wall and another miniature train. On the top attic, we have a miniature Disney castle. This Disney castle print is actually a printed tile, not a sticker, one of the few printed tiles we have in this set. Strangely, this castle is actually not slotted onto any bricks, it's just placed here. Turning this around, we have a big Disney station sign at the front. Similar structured little windows along the side. A lot of hook pieces were used around the edge of the roof. We've got our Disney flag and our Mickey Mouse flag. Added Goofy and Minnie at the front of the station. There's a little door here with a small balcony area. The main clock on the tower is also one of our very few printed tiles. Overall, I think it's a very good model. It looks very close to the actual train station in Disneyland. It is definitely a little bit repetitive of a build. I did enjoy the building of the train a little bit more overall. The biggest downfall of this set is definitely a few more too many stickers than what I would have preferred. Let's now see our train in action. I have added our train station and train under the Disney castle. The large Mickey and Minnie Mouse sculptures are right behind our train station. We have our train tracks going around the station and our Disney train in action.